Hey guys, and welcome to this lesson on proving theorems. So, let's prove them. So earlier in the year, we introduced a few theorems, and recall that a theorem is a statement that is proved. And throughout the rest of the year, we're going to prove a lot of theorems. Some of them might be a little obvious, some of them much less obvious. But for now, even proving the obvious theorems is going to be a good exercise in constructing thorough proofs. So let's start with the midpoint theorem. And it says, well, we're not going to quite fill it out yet, but suppose that M, the point M, is the midpoint of segment AB. And I always find it really helpful to start by drawing a quick diagram. So let's draw a line segment, AB. So there's the segment. Let's draw its two endpoints, the point A and the point B. And let's draw its midpoint and label that M. The length of segment AM is equal to 1/2 the length of segment AB, which is exactly one of the statements we were trying to prove. And that was just by the multiplication property of equality, or the division property of equality, whichever you'd like to use. And last but not least, if we know that the length of segment AM is equal to 1/2 the length of segment AB, and from step number 2, we know that the length of segment AM is equal to the length of segment MB, a little substitution right in here will yield us the statement that the length of segment MB is also 1/2 the length of segment AB, which is the other part of the conclusion that we were trying to prove. And this is using substitution, now referencing step 2 and step 5. So definitely helpful to reference that in this reason section. And so we just proved our first theorem. Woo! First theorem, yeah! But again, what I really hope we're getting used to is how to construct a theorem, how to spend some time in the beginning drawing a good diagram, maybe mapping out a course for what our proof is going to look like, and of course explicitly writing all of our statements and correctly referencing things that justify every single one of these statements or these steps. Speaking